Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Don't panic, Stellar will jump over 85 cents USD again. Stellar has experienced significant levels of fluctuation in its value from its all-time high of 9.9381 to lows of 0.3 before settling around the 0.6 mark. While it may seem like Stellar will not break past the 0.85 margin again, numerous indicators suggest that it's well on its way. So Stellar's high-profile partnerships, extensive capabilities, and a growing altcoin market could lead to an increase in value. And if you're a new investor founded in 2014 by Jed McCaleb and Joyce Kim, Stellar provides an avenue for users to easily move their fiat into cryptocurrencies without complex procedures. And Jed McCaleb is also one of the founders of Ripple and XRP. So meet the Republican congressman cashing in on cryptocurrency. Representative Mark Green profited handsomely last month on the rise of Dogecoin, a dog-themed digital joke currency. And I believe that's going to be a percentage of what's going to be in the regulatory clarity, as kind of neutral on the perspective of why Elon Musk is pushing that, because if there's going to be clarity, it's going to have to crash as it would be expected to, with an infinite supply and a pretty much useless case. I digress. Representative Mark Green, Republican of Tennessee, made history last month as the first congressman to cash in on the cryptocurrency Dogecoin's wild ride, making two purchases between $1,000 and $15,000 each, according to public disclosure forms. So the investments added to Green's already hefty crypto portfolio, which contains basic attention token, the BAT, CELO, EOS, Ethereum, and Stellar Lumens, according to an analysis compiled by Unusual Wells. So again, you're going to have an investor that's also a congressman. He's definitely going to be on the side of helping regulatory clarity. Also, too, Holochain. This is a pretty interesting thing here, because if you've done many contracts and you've used DocuSign, on the blockchain it would use, let's just dive in. A Holochain DocuSign challenge. Recently, DocuSign CEO Daniel Springer said it would never work to create a blockchain version of DocuSign because it would be extremely expensive and inefficient, even though the management of electronic signatures and agreements would seem to be just the kind of use case blockchain promises to address. I'm going to click this actually, because I had read it, but I wasn't going to go too much in that, but I think it's actually a pretty cool article. Holosign, anyone is the question. Recently, DocuSign CEO Daniel Springer said it would never work to create a blockchain version of DocuSign because it'd be expensive and efficient, and the management of electronic signatures and agreements would just seem to be the kind of use case blockchain promises to address. So he's totally right. And staring at those PDFs on a blockchain would be ridiculously expensive, because everyone running a blockchain node would need to store a complete record of every document that was ever signed. But a decentralized version of DocuSign would be easy to create and simple to run on Holochain. And it states that we even thought about building it ourselves just to show how easily it can be done. But then we thought a better idea would be to put it out there to our developer community, since there's a real opportunity. And if you've been wanting a tech business idea for a proven concept with a large addressable market and multiple advantages over the competition, now you have one. So maybe DocuSign, HelloSign, or DocHub would want to get on the action. You guys already have the UI and the integrations with other web services, so you'd just be building new data infrastructure, which Holochain makes completely secure and easy to do. So I thought that was pretty cool, because it would be extensive on the blockchain, but if Holochain holds up to their end of the description, I think that could be a massive place for them to dive in, which really doesn't, I hate using competition, but it really doesn't have another asset that's focused in that specific area, at least in that design. Also, too, another great thing is Dubai Airport Free Zone welcomes crypto assets with a new SCA agreement. So Dubai aims to attract foreign crypto investors. And Dubai has obviously been on the cutting edge of crypto and digital assets for a bit here. And Dubai is taking another step to embrace cryptocurrencies thanks to a new agreement between the Dubai Airport Free Zone Authority, the DAFZA, and the United Arab Emirates Securities and Commodities Authority, the SCA, in a move to grow the crypto industry within the region. And DAFZA will now allow cryptocurrency trading under an established regulation. So as the financial market supervisor across the UAE, and the SCA will oversee the offering, issuance, listing, and trading of crypto assets within the free zone. Also, too, weed shipment is now being traced with Vechain in the Netherlands. And of course, the Vechain is the supply chain asset, and it is a great focus and design for doing specifically that, as it has been doing for a while now with Walmart of China. So as a report has it, it's now confirmed that the weed shipment can be traced with the Vechain blockchain tracing capacity in the Netherlands. News comes out, we reported. So according to a post that is currently at the top of the Vechain subreddit, the delivery of a weed in the Netherlands has been confirmed to be traced with the Vechain blockchain. And the post captioned 2 images of the shipment, which has the Vechain VET logo with an inscription that says, "Don't forget to hodl and smile." And also, too, Vechain adoption in the supply chain sector. Vechain VET, the leading enterprise-friendly blockchain platform, has been effective over the years in the supply chain sector, and the adoption of its services has been on the increase, and the blockchain platform continues to strive in order to become a solution that can be widely recommended across the world. Obviously, the effort is currently paying off considering the record of its achievement. And back in late March, a video news that reported the growing interest in Vechain services in Italy was vastly viewed. And according to the news broadcast, the 3 Italian wineries were testing the solution provided by Vechain in collaboration with the global certification body DNV-GL. And also, too, recently the Wolf of All Streets, you may know him if you are on Twitter, had stated that Vechain was one of the best digital assets as well. And Hong Kong regulators are set to ban retail Bitcoin trading. And let's get into this article because it's pretty interesting. Only millionaires will be allowed to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in Hong Kong if the FSTB proposal is passed by the city's legislator. Now, getting into the article just a bit, I was reading through, and what I found very interesting was basically, as part of its conclusions, Hong Kong's FSTB called for a comprehensive licensing regime for crypto exchanges while restricting trading only to qualified investors. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Per Hong Kong law, only individuals with portfolios worth 8 million Hong Kong dollars, it's equivalent to about 1 million USD, qualify as professional investors. So this is going to be the interesting way, as we continue to show the attack on Bitcoin. Now, this is an interesting way, you could call it what you will, attacking Bitcoin and minimizing it, whether it's for wealth purposes so that the regular retail trader just can't make wealth, or you can see it as an attack on Bitcoin. Either which way you have it, we're going to share it. We'll let you decide. You can tell me in the comments below what you think. Also, too, moving forward with that theme and that thought, Greenpeace is to stop accepting Bitcoin donations over environmental concerns. So Greenpeace has said its facility for accepting Bitcoin donations will be scrapped, as it is no longer tenable in light of the climate crisis. And also, too, XinFin partnered with Travala.com. So add XDC as a payment method. And we've shown as well the integration with Stellar, too. So Travala is kind of extending its base with crypto and digital assets. So diving right into the article. XinFin is a hybrid, decentralized blockchain that collaborates with the most prominent travel agency, Travala.com, to integrate payments through XDC Coin. And the recent partnership will allow XDC Coin holders to book more than 2.2 million hotels and homes, over 600 airlines, and more than 40,000 activities in its over 230 countries. So the partnership pushes XDC's network mission forward and growing the token's use case and getting the added value. In addition, the partnership also indicates an innovative form of crypto-based payment for the travel industry. And also, to even more, the partnership allows the XDC holder to participate in the travel economy along with the leading crypto assets such as BTC, ETH, Travala's native AVA token. And additionally, XinFin will utilize Travala.com's corporate account services for the internal travel requirements of the company. So that's pretty good. If you're a holder of XDC, to see XinFin continue to grow and more use case for XDC as an asset, that is a pretty solid one and a pretty good one for each and every one of you. And to be transparent, I have held XDC for a while myself. One moment as I take a quick sip of coffee here. Why estate planning attorneys should be worrying about properly safeguarding client crypto investments. While we're on the subject of Vechain, Thor, etc. Part of the family here, and we're going to dive right in because I think this is a great thing anyway. As you can see, it kind of gives it away. Please do not look at your screen. If you're working, don't get in trouble. Keep your job until you no longer need it. And then honestly, you might still choose to keep it if you love what you do. But last will and testament. And again, if you're not driving, please don't look at your screen. Look at it later. The little photo is the last will and testament. But this is something that I think is great. And we did a show with one of the guys from Safe Haven and with Vechain. He had me on the show as a guest as well. I mean, this is great. This is something amazing. And I think this is where the future of digital assets are headed. This is something, once you hear, if you're new to this, you're going to be a little amazed. But you can see where this is going in the future and how the masses, when they come in, this could be something they were very, very interested in. Let's dive in. I don't want to hold you off any further on what I'm going to discuss here. But let me just scroll down and just kind of get a little bit more right to the point here. Skip right to it. You know what? Right here, how can attorneys properly guard client crypto assets? Once a client walks through your door and informs you they are a holder of Bitcoin and altcoin or something called an NFT, the traditional estate planning process changes a bit in terms of the steps needed to properly account for these new types of assets. Now let's just dive right in because you're getting the gist of it in your head after hearing that headline. Safe Haven. Now it offers a solution to help aid attorneys mitigate malpractice. So gone are the days of using a single case management system, CRM/CRS, such as Abacus, Clio, Practice Panther, or MyCase. Now you may want to use a combination of systems or one that incorporates digital assets into a legal client database as attorneys ensure they are compliant with their professional duty to safeguard the security of client information, which includes the security of private key data. This means not entering the information into any of the systems to avoid the risk of data being hijacked or stolen from these traditional legal CRM databases. And here we have Safe Haven, which is a digital inheritance provider, which quite successfully has launched its decentralized data inheritance platform known as Inherity, and it's on the Vechain mainnet from 2020. Safe Haven's technology serves as one of the most important releases in the crypto space today, presenting to be one of the truest forms of decentralized data inheritance. Short for inheritance, the Inherity Safe Haven's Web3 platform and application, which promises to act as a bridge between the traditional and digital inheritance markets. And the company utilizes a combination of blockchain and hardware security module, the HSM device technology, utilizing Safe Haven's own safe keys to safely distribute heavily encrypted pieces and literally separate key shards of inheritance information to separate cold storage devices. And I'm not going to go into all of this. That was enough that I think you get the gist of it. But a Safe Haven's inheriting is a very amazing thing for inheritance of your digital assets and your crypto. If you want to feel safe for the future, for your family, for your children, for your grandchildren, this is something really amazing. And the links obviously are included in every video we do in the description below. So something like this and something like iTrustCapital, where you can put in your 401k, your retirement IRA, etc., looking forward to the future, and it's connecting to crypto and digital assets, which is the future of currency. So again, if this is all something you're interested in, the description below, we have all the links to everything that we discuss, and feel free to click that and read the complete articles if that's something you're interested in. We find the news and we share it with you, and at that point, it's up to you to decide if something that we discuss fits you, but we're always going to discuss something that's going to make our assets more valuable, because we're all here for the money, and that's what it's all about. So before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. It doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. And remember, guys, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And I want to thank our VIP on Patreon, Surfmeister. And for each and every one of you, hit that like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.